Have you ever noticed that some of the most powerful and successful leaders often carry a hidden weight? They seem to have it all: authority, wealth, prestige, but deep down, they feel an isolating pressure that never quite lifts. Imagine sitting in a corner office with the world seemingly at your feet, yet feeling a quiet, persistent dissatisfaction gnawing at you. Why does success, which should bring joy, often lead to stress, loneliness, and even despair? Today, we confront this paradox, the myth of the miserable leader, and the actionable science behind cultivating real happiness at the top. By the end of this narration, you will understand how leaders can not only thrive professionally, but also experience genuine fulfillment that radiates through every decision they make. The topic we explore today is not a mere personal indulgence. It is critical to organizational health, sustainable leadership, and ethical influence. A leader who is genuinely content is not just happier personally. They make better decisions, foster stronger teams, and cultivate a positive culture that spreads throughout their organization. Conversely, unhappiness at the top filters down like poison, creating stress, disengagement, and ethical shortcuts in the workplace. Consider companies that have thrived because their leaders prioritized well-being, both their own and that of their teams. Google, for instance, discovered that the most effective managers were those who balanced professional demands with personal wellness, empathy, and attention to human connection. Leadership is more than results. It is responsibility, and true effectiveness begins with the leader's own state of mind. By understanding the drivers of happiness, we equip ourselves with a framework to shift from chasing external validation to cultivating internal fulfillment, joy that does not depend on accolades, promotions, or approval from others. Enjoyment, the art of presence. Many leaders confuse fleeting pleasure with enduring enjoyment. Pleasure is instant gratification, a luxurious lunch, a new gadget, a momentary escape. Enjoyment, however, demands presence, gratitude, and engagement with the moment. It is the difference between scrolling mindlessly on your phone for 5 minutes and savoring a conversation with a colleague, a meal with family, or a walk without distraction. Ask yourself, when was the last time you experienced true enjoyment without thinking about deadlines, emails, or meetings? The happiest leaders intentionally schedule activities that bring them joy, not as an afterthought, but as a necessity. Whether it is reading, painting, running, or mentoring, these moments build resilience, perspective, and energy. Satisfaction, escaping the hedonic treadmill. Satisfaction is distinct from achievement. The hedonic treadmill traps many high achievers. No matter how many promotions, awards, or projects they complete, the satisfaction is fleeting, replaced by the next goal. True satisfaction comes when achievements serve others, not just ourselves. The executive who measures success by the growth and well-being of their team, the mentor who celebrates the success of their protégés, or the leader who focuses on creating lasting value in their organization, these are the leaders who feel genuine fulfillment. Ask yourself, are your successes personally satisfying, or are they only symbolic milestones? Leaders who align their work with a greater purpose find that their effort becomes a source of joy, not stress. Meaning, investing in the 4 F's. The research on lasting happiness consistently highlights 4 areas: faith, or philosophical life; family, friends, and work that serves. Faith, or philosophical life, provides perspective and resilience. Leaders who reflect on values and purpose are less swayed by the volatility of external pressures. Family. Meaningful relationships anchor the leader, offering support and grounding. Sacrificing these for work may boost short-term productivity, but erodes long-term happiness. Friends. Deep social connections are essential for emotional health. They offer perspective, honesty, and laughter, all of which recharge mental and emotional resources. Work that serves. Leaders who see their work as contributing positively to others' lives gain enduring fulfillment. Reflect. When did you last prioritize meaningful interactions over unnecessary meetings? Are you investing in what truly matters, or merely what appears urgent? Happiness demands conscious choice and deliberate action. The journey to becoming a happier leader requires structured, deliberate strategies. Here are key actionable steps. 1. Re-engineer your meetings. Meetings are notorious time sinks. Implement the iron laws of meetings. Invite only essential personnel, keep them under 30 minutes, and cancel anything lacking a high-value agenda. By doing this, you reclaim mental space and free time to focus on meaningful work or personal connection. 2. Practice compassionate leadership. Move beyond empathy, which can lead to emotional overload, toward actionable compassion. Observe the suffering. Feel enough to connect. Identify the solution. Act with courage, even when difficult. Compassionate leadership addresses problems effectively without internalizing every challenge as personal burden. 3. Establish a news diet. Excessive exposure to negative news increases stress and erodes happiness. Limit news intake to one focus block per day, ideally 20 to 30 minutes, and dedicate remaining attention to areas you can influence: family, team, and immediate community. 4. Morning rituals. Begin your day with routines that energize and center you. This could include exercise, meditation, journaling, or reading inspiring material. A structured start frames your mindset for clarity and focus throughout the day. 5. Reflection journaling. Spend 10 to 15 minutes daily reflecting on accomplishments, challenges, and learning points. This simple act increases self-awareness and highlights progress that might otherwise go unnoticed. And 6. Mentorship and coaching. Invest in relationships that foster growth and purpose. Being a mentor or receiving coaching creates meaning and perspective, enhancing satisfaction and connection. We have explored a roadmap to executive happiness built on enjoyment, satisfaction, and meaning, reinforced by prioritizing connection and purposeful work. Happiness is not a reward reserved for retirement. It is an ethical responsibility, a strategic tool, and a source of influence that shapes your team and organization. The formula for a joyful leadership life is simple yet profound. Love people, use things with gratitude, and dedicate yourself to service and transcendence. Now, imagine applying these principles daily. Consider how small, intentional shifts, restructured meetings, meaningful conversations, focused work, compassionate leadership could transform not only your own life, but the lives of everyone in your orbit. The time to lead with happiness is not someday. It is today.